Sir Gregor Clegane, aka the Mountain, aka a massive is Westeros' answer to real toxic masculinity. He's responsible for more war crimes than most modern day dictators, though not all. And unlike a lot of the characters we've killed off in the past, this guy more than deserves a horrid depraved death. He may have already suffered one, but through Qyburn science, he lives again, if only as a mindless monster.
Since zombies are pretty difficult to kill,
removing the head or destroying the brain.
We'll be winding back the clock to happier days. Well, more warm-blooded days anyway. When Sir Gregor was a walking, talking mountain, with Game of Thrones wrapping up, we're wondering who could stand up next to a mountain and chop it down with the edge of their hand? Look, you don't have to agree to enjoy this video, we're just trying to entertain you for a couple of minutes to take your mind off living in your mum's basement. So, live from our mum's basement, who could make this mountain crumble to the sea?
Number 5, Arthur Dayne.
Though he did get shanked by one of Westeros' weediest characters, Sir Arthur Dayne is considered the top tier combatant. He can even duel with dual lightsabers. We haven't seen much of the bloke in the show, but in the books his skills are legendary. Prince Oberyn proved that a smaller fighter can achieve the unlikely against the Mountain, and as renowned as Oberyn was with his weapon, Sir Arthur is the fighter all knights spoil their armour over. So it's not a stretch to say he would have totally outclassed the Mountain. Of course, if Art had lived, he'd be considerably older, so there's that to think about.
Number 4, Bran Stark.
Westeros' answer to Professor X can enter combat from afar without getting his hands dirty, or his feet. But like his older, bolder counterpart, he is vulnerable on the astral plane. Thankfully, Sir Gregor's about as psychic as old Nan's undercrackers. And Bran's a little more decisive than Charlie.
I don't know what to do!
But if the Mountain were to get his oversized hands on Bran, well, see Oberyn's head. Luckily, Bran can walk both animals and humans. It's not clear which Sir Greg is, but there's several kill options available. Speculation is Bran will walk a dragon, and by doing so, he could simply reduce the Mountain to ash. But he would need a dragon on standby. Alternatively, Bran could walk the Mountain's fairly feeble mind and simply take him for a stroll off a suitably high mountain.
Number 3, Jaqen Hagar.
Obviously, Jaqen going toe-to-toe with the Mountain ends in a faceless, limbless, lifeless man. There wouldn't be much left at all. But whereas Greg is balls out aggression, Jaqen uses subtlety and finesse. Sir Gregor isn't the most social of chaps, which means getting close would be tough. Jaqen would probably need a high-powered face, perhaps Cersei's. The added bonus being killing that biatch. Faceless men don't go around killing willy-nilly, except when they do. But if Jaqen did get the order to kill Sir Gregor, he most certainly could. As we know, Vala Magulus, which roughly translated means,
I'd like to take his face off.
Number 2, 1-1.
The best way to squash a mountain is an even bigger mountain. This might seem like an unfair fight, but just as a smaller opponent could dance around Sir Gregor, he can now be the more nimble fighter. The mountains have indeed turned, and it's not actually that hard to take out a giant. All you need's an arrow, or an iron gate and a few good men. Plus, Greg can decapitate a horse with one strike, which is roughly the equivalent to a giant's arm or leg. If Clegane could evade at least one attack, he has the chance to cripple 1-1 and deliver the finishing blow. But let's be honest, this is unlikely. We say 1-1 easily deals with Sir Gregor, treating him like a meddlesome bug.
Number 1, Qyburn.
Qyburn's quest for knowledge knows no ethical bounds, and while that can be helpful at times, he's also produced an undead wrecking machine. We're gonna have to cheat a little bit here and pit Qyburn against post-Qyburn Sir Gregor.
Fight!
Could he beat his own monster? His only real defense is a few little birds, who'd sadly get turned into drumsticks. But the guy be a damn fool not to have built in some kind of safe word. Qyburn created the beast, and though we'd kinda like to see the old bastard's neck wrung, he surely knows all the weaknesses of his creation.
So there's our list of who could kill the Mountain. Hopefully we've shown you that, despite Sir Gregor being bigger than Jorah's boner for Dany, he can very much be beaten. Wait, we already saw that in the show. Look, just subscribe and like, okay? And thanks for watching.